I'm Cape Joel, and you're watching Comic Smack, the show where we take a closer look at some of the coolest comic storylines happening currently. And today on the show, we're going to be taking a closer look at Batman and Robin Eternal issue number 16. Can Red Hood and Red Robin escape the clutches of the cult of St.Dumas? Well, let's hop on in and see for ourselves, shall we?
So, as the comic opens, Tim Drake is still a prisoner of St.Dumas in the Order of St.Dumas. The big bad does some monologuing about his evil scheme, as villains are wont to do after all. He talks about how he came up with the idea of using Mother's trauma poison for their own ends. However, he tweaked the poison just a little bit. For one, their super science managed to turn it into a bioelectric pulse, which is always cool. And instead of shredding a person's mind, completely breaking them and making them utterly malleable, the Order of St.Dumas decided to have the poison work the other way around. The way it works now is a person will hallucinate their greatest fear, but instead of being overcome by it, they will instead be filled with great courage to fight back against it, in doing so reborn as warriors. This is kind of what Tim Drake went through when Azrael touched him back on Santa Prisca. What the church has essentially done is artificially create awe, artificially create a religious experience. Right now, poor Jason is coming face to face with his worst fear, that of course being the Joker, only now he is emboldened by the poison to beat some clown ass. Understandably, after hearing that his entire life is a lie and everything that he's ever done in service of the St. Dumas has also been for naught, this causes John Paul Valley to freak out just a little bit. It seems the only person in this room who actually does believe in the St. Dumas doctrine of achieving knowledge over all else is, well, Azrael. He says he's a seeker of truth and he's going to get truth even if he has to tear down all of Gnosis to get it. And just like that, it's team up time. Azrael will deal with the Legion of Dumas guards while Tim tries to get through to Jason in his feverish state. The sad, horrible truth of this is for Jason to beat the trauma, he has to, well, let the trauma happen to him, meaning that he has to give himself over to be killed by the Joker all over again. As Tim puts it to him, Jason's own personal trauma didn't destroy him, it made him into the man he is today, his friend, his brother, and a hero in his own right. And with that, the Red Hood manages to join the fight as well. We get some truly lovingly rendered action scenes with our three heroes kicking all sorts of cultist butt, but in the end, Red Robin and Red Hood have to leave Azrael behind. Why? Because, well, he has his own work to do right now. Possible backdoor pilot for an Azrael series? I could see it. Our heroes depart Gnosis in a stolen jet, resolute in their new knowledge that Mother's children can indeed be saved and broken of their programming the same way John Paul was. And it's on this note that the comic ends.
Batman and Robin Eternal number 16 was a strong conclusion to this newest mini-story arc from this weekly series. And it's also probably the most I've enjoyed Tim Drake or Jason Todd in, geez, I don't even know how long now. Strange what happens when you get quality writers to work on quality characters, am I right? I also didn't really touch on it so much in the review proper, but we also saw more movement on the Batman and Robin Cairo storyline that's taking place 7 years in the past. That looks to be coming to a head really soon. I really enjoyed how Azrael ended up looking at the end of this story. I like his whole, I am a warrior for truth, I am a fighter for truth and knowledge. Much better than his 90s counterpart who was all like, oh, I killed for Jesus and knife fingers. So yeah, all in all, good end to this story. Excited to see what happens next. I give it a very strong, very positive 9 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Joel.